I've come to the conclusion that people who click the dislike button are cowards and need to take a serious moment to look into themselves. I don't know why YouTube has the dislike button. It just drives me insane. I don't know why anybody would stoop to clicking it. You know, you're feeding the fodder of negativity when you lower yourself to click the dislike button. I mean, somebody took the time and effort to put their information on the internet, to try to build a community, to try to be a part of something. And your response to that, and most of them are people who don't even have videos on their channel, nothing, is to be a negative ass on somebody else's life. You know, there's something really pathetically sad about a person who takes the time to click a dislike button. It's just, I feel so bad for you, whoever you are. I feel so bad for you that makes you feel good. I just don't understand that. Anyways, on that happy note, I have my last page for last week to finish up. Enjoy your anonymity. Isn't that the word? Where basically you get to be an asshole and nobody knows who you are. Yay! You're a star. I don't get it. I don't understand why people have to be that way. It's my tangent for the day. I will never do that. I will never do that, ever. No matter how much I don't like something I have seen or read, I will still never do that. I think it speaks loudly about what type of person you are if that is your response to it. I feel sad for you. But anyways, let's get the 19th, 20th, and 21st done. And I am using the same collection that I used on these two pages because I love it so much. And so I'm just going to use it again. So that was what the last video was. And so this is the storyteller collection. I just love it. It's just so pretty. And it's the ones that I know. I'm on a tangent. I just don't know why somebody would do that, especially on videos about people's lives or when they're sharing personal things and that kind of stuff. I just think it takes a particularly awesome scum to do things like that. Good for you. Do you feel better now? Anyways, I am going to use, this was a big day for me. On Sunday, it was our 5-year anniversary of being whole food plant-based. And we have, it's been 5 years and it has been one heck of a journey. And usually every year on this anniversary day, I do a little post and a cheering and rah-rah, all kind of thing. And this year I sort of didn't. I did a little bit, and I'll read this when I get done. I'll put it at the end, so if you don't want to hear it, you can click off. But it's also on my Living Whole Food Plant-Based page, so if you'd like to read it or whatever, or learn more, that kind of thing. But my quote for this year, or my word for this year for what I feel about our journey was perseverance, to persist in anything undertaken, to maintain a purpose in spite of difficulty, obstacles, discouragement, and to continue steadfastly. And my number one thing I have to say about whole food plant-based with naysayers is no one sticks to something for 5 years that is hard, tastes bad, or doesn't work. Nobody does this. A whole family does not do this. And so it's always shocking to me when people are like, oh, I just don't know how you hang in there. And it's like, because the food is good. Duh. There's no special willpower or nothing. You eat good food and you lose weight and get healthy. It really is that simple. But anyway, so on Sunday, that was our anniversary for being whole food plant-based, and I printed out the post that I did on my Facebook page about that so that I could keep it in here, and I printed that out on vellum so you can kind of see through it. I just kind of like that look. But yeah, it's been a heck of a journey, and what I think I'm gonna do, I want to make this a flip this way. So I want to put this on the back of this. But yeah, so that got me riled up today because it's not that I really care that you're disliking my video. I mean, of course it hurts and it makes you doubt yourself and all that kind of stuff. It's just that, people take the time and the effort to share things that they're proud of or happy about or that they think. Even if it's not what you agree with, it's what they think. And so they feel, they want to voice what they have to say. And I don't have a problem with constructive criticism whatsoever. I think that you learn by having somebody explain it a different way to you. But my irritation with the dislike button is that what didn't you dislike? Was it something I said? Was it something I did? Was it a video part? Was it lighting? Was it just the sound was bad somewhere? Did I miss something? What was it? And what I find distracting about I need some washi tape. The dislike button is people can do it and you can't tell officially who they are, and you can't fix it or change it or don't do it again or whatever it is, and it's so frustrating. What am I going to use to put this on here? Squeaky, squeaky, squeaky. I need a washi tape idea. I don't know. We'll hold on and think about that. If I don't put this down first, I'll forget. Oh, I got sneeze. Thank you. Excuse me. So that's my frustration with it is in general, I would, what did I do? Most likely I probably said something because, the mouth overfloweth. But you know what? I spent a lot of years doing I'm not allowed to do this or think that. I have to be this way or that way, because I want to fit into the community and that kind of stuff. And my second round of rodeo riding in YouTube is not that way. If you don't like my videos, I'm totally cool with that, first of all. I mean, whatever. There's videos I don't like too. I see a bazillion videos a day that I'm like, okay, that's not my thing. But I don't know. I don't know. I don't get it. So, see, how do I want to, and I'm not going to even put a crease in it. I'm just going to let it be a flip up kind of thing. But yeah, it gets me going, but mostly it gets me going because every day I watch people, new people to YouTube that get on and they're doing videos and there's they have 10 subscribers. It's their first or second video. They're trying to get the hang of it. And gosh, have we all been in those first videos, and they get a dislike. And I'm just like, why would you do that? I mean, that's so mean. It just is mean. It just sucks it demoralizes you like nobody's business. Hold on, I gotta find a tape. Need a quickie tape. Something that goes with that. well, this doesn't go with it, but we're going to use it anyways. It kind of goes with it. But yeah, I don't know why anybody has to do that. I don't know why you have to be mean. It's not, and it's why I wish YouTube would get rid of that button, or at least give them a reason to they have to put in a reason why they dislike the video. That'd be nice. That's constructive, right? I can't get this undone. Come on, tape. Come on. Talk to me. There we go. Something like that. But in general, I think people are either nice people or they're asses. Especially on the internet when they're given the option to be an anonymous ass. And I just, why would you put a dislike on somebody's tag video or, journaling video or art video or whatever? If you don't like it, you just don't like it and you move on. There's just no reason somebody worked hard to take the time and the effort, and that's your response. And usually, again, it's these people who don't even do their own stuff, because although they're willing to judge other people, they're not willing to stick their own necks out there. It takes a lot of fortitude to put YouTube videos up. I mean, you're putting your soul and your heart and your life up on the internet, because you want to share with people, and the response back, if you're not careful, can be, whoo, because people will say mean things, whether, that, I don't know. It's an interesting freedom that people have. But I hate it. It's not going to stop me, but it doesn't help me not do things that people don't like either, which is what frustrates me. But I don't get too many dislikes. And I don't know what you're expecting to gain out of that, but sorry, not leaving. Let's see. So I was thinking kind of like having these pictures come out like they were, pages in the book kind of thing. That's completely stupid, right? Let's do it. But yeah, that's mostly who I feel bad for is, I feel bad for the people who leave the dislikes. I pity you. I think it takes a real slimy person to do something like that. There's no positive that comes out of it, and I don't deal in that kind of negativity, so I just wouldn't watch the rest of the video. I just like, okay, well, I don't like this, and I move on. In general, I'm pretty good-sported about it. But I always feel bad about when I see some of these other people, and they're trying so hard to get into it, and they want to be a part of it, and somebody leaves a dislike on it, and I'm just like, that's just so mean. But see, it kind of looks like it comes out of the book. Let's just pretend. All right, it pretend with me. I still haven't figured this out. I'm thinking I might just use clear Scotch tape. There's artsy for you, right? All right, let's leave that and see what we've got over here. All right, so that's not part of the plan here. Let's do this page. This over here is my cross stitch. I showed in one of the other videos that I did that I bought a cross stitch kit for a kitchen image, and it was pre-printed. And I've decided, since then to take the pre-printed pattern, use it as a chart, and put it on different material because I don't like the white, and to do it as a counted one. And I'm doing pretty good. I got 6 needles going at one time, and it's a craziness, but I'm really, really enjoying it. And then I planted my needle threader in the side of my thing. At least I thought it was. I posted a short little video on my social media for how I did that. But I'm really, this sewing stuff I'm so addicted. It's sick. and for some weird, odd reason, my husband is 100% like into it. So I wonder what he's done wrong. He's up to no good. No, he's always supportive. So, but he's helping me build a floor stand for my cross stitch frame. Cause I need all the things. This is my wall of wonder that I'm trying to cover up this year with all of the things I create and stuff. This wall has been absolutely blank for about 20 years. And so I'm slowly filling it up. Eventually what I want, my couch sits under I have a pellet stove at the end of my room there. And so my room can only move around so much because there's a pellet stove there, bathroom behind it, and then I'm kind of a walk-through, if you will. But with the pellet stove, for at least a few months a year, you can't have anything in front of it. And then there's no point in moving things in front of it during the rest of the year because you have to move it back. So my couch, it sits pretty much over there because I had to buy a couch. Everybody needs a couch because I needed a place to put my laundry when it comes out of the dryer. That's why I bought my couch. Because that's how I do it. Anyways, where was I going with that? Oh, what I want to go over there, the couch is about 5 feet long. I don't know, 6 feet long, 5 feet. I don't know. And I want to put a wall panel quilt type thing above it so that it fills in that wall. But in the meantime, I'm going to put everything I've been making. It's 1:30. I've been making up on that wall. And because we all need some pretty in our lives, right? I mean, we make all this stuff and then we stick it in boxes and think, well, we made it. That's it. Done. And we don't, it's Stephanie's redoing her craft room. And one of her things is that she wants, I just, these decorations up on the wall, they're, like they didn't matter. And my response to that is that if it's not pretty when you walk in there, how would you make pretty things? You need to be inspired and we tend to feel like we have to have all this stuff, and pretty soon you're looking at walls and walls of drawers and cabinets and shelves, and none of it makes any pretty sense. I mean, there's no decorative to it. There's no feel good about it other than look at all the stuff. And I did that for years. I said in the video or two ago, my room is 35 feet long by 15 feet wide. And I literally, if you go back through my Facebook page way back, I have pictures of it where it was literally wall to wall, floor to ceiling, shelving units and drawers and boxes and tubs and cabinets and you name it, full of all of this crafting stuff that I had to have. I had to have it all. And for me personally, looking back on it, I was hiding from life big time with all that stuff. There was a cry for help on all that. I thought it was giving me joy. I thought it would look at all this stuff I can make pretty stuff with, but my walls were bare or covered in crap, basically, drawers and shelves. And I didn't have pictures on any of the walls. I didn't have any decorations up or anything like that. It was very telling to me on a personal level when I look back at those photos and I see that I wasn't having fun. I wasn't enjoying the creative part of it. I was hiding from real life in there. And now I have very selective crafting and art supplies, and I get more joy out of the selective stuff that I have than I ever did out of the roomfuls of stuff I used to have. And Fly Lady says you can't organize chaos, and I totally agree with that. But in the sense that you can't organize chaos until you mentally fix why your life is chaotic. Get it? So it kind of fits towards anything. If you're struggling with something that's just an out of control mess, whatever that is, it could be your kitchen, it could be your hair, it could be whatever, that it's probably not the mess that's bugging you. It's usually something about yourself. But that's what happened to me. I don't know anything about anybody else, so you can take it personally any way you want, but that's not my point. Let me grab tape. Hold on. But yeah, and so I don't collect stuff like that anymore. I picked projects. I do my Fauxbonichi, I do art journaling a little bit, and I do now I do the needlepoint, but it only fits into so much space, and I'm not allowed to go bigger, because if I go bigger, something else has to go. I can't keep it all because I can't do it all. Life is too short. There's not enough hours in the day, as they say. Oh my God, everybody's going to have nightmares here, right? You're using Scotch tape. It's going to turn yellow and die. Probably. It's okay. But yeah, anyways, you should check out her organizing. She's going to organize her room, and it's so cool. What she was talking about and stuff. And I wish her the best of luck. And there's a couple people that are that must be spring fever, that they're reorganizing and that kind of stuff. And I love those. I'm an organizing freak. I don't stay organized so much now I do, but I wasn't before. But I just like the idea of organizing because I like to go through what I own and be like, oh, look, I haven't seen that tape in blah, blah, blah years or whatever, or, oh, hey, I found my beads. I could add that to my thing. And then you're using your stuff. And I always find that really, really cool. But anyways, so that's what that is. And then this is a picture that I took of basically this table unit at 3:00 in the morning when I was stitching. So that I could put it in my journal about my life, and yeah, that's what my life is about right now. But so that's pretty much what's going on. Is I'm prettying up my walls, and we hit our 5-year anniversary and that kind of stuff. And so basically that's the end of me putting these pages together. Again, they're American Crafts Vicki Bolton Storyteller Collection. And I have a story to tell, but most people won't want to hear it. So if you just came here to see the journaling page, you are more than welcome to end here, and I will see you in the next video. If you'd like to hear what I wrote about our 5-year whole food plant-based, then I will be reading that next. And so I will see you in the next video if you're not staying. All right. So just to make this a little easier on my poor old eyes, I'm going to do it this way. This again is on my Living Whole Food Plant-Based page if you'd like to learn more but this is copied and pasted from that. And it basically says, no one sticks to something for 5 years if it's hard, tastes bad, or doesn't work. I probably say, type, or think that at least a dozen times a week over the past 5 years, just changing out the year number. It really does answer, justify, and explain all the statements, questions, doubts, non-believing, head-scratching, shaking, eye-rolling comments, etc. that I have received over these 5 years. I started this journey so excited. I found something that was easy to stick to. The food was amazing. The whole family could do it. And the rewards were almost instant and constant, no matter how long we did it. In fact, the longer we did it, the bigger the payoff was. I thought back then that first year I'd hit the jackpot, in the sense that finally finding the key that would unlock that door to fixing all of our health problems. The one I'd been searching for since I started dieting when I was 13, since my husband had gotten sick when he was older. I was going to not only change my whole family's life, but I was going to change the world with this amazing thing that I just knew if people heard about, it would be, oh my God, that's so simple. And you mean I could lose weight, get healthy, get off all my medications, I can have a longer, more enjoyable life and eat? Sign me up. I just knew it. I could see it spread like fire through and around the people near us every day. It was going to be glorious. The solution, a solution. 5 years later, no one near us has made any attempt in even thinking about trying this, no matter how often we are asked about it, share the process of how we just eat and the plants do the work. We've been scoffed at, ignored, made fun of, eye-rolled at, and basically put in the weird for words box to most of those around us. In the meantime, several people have died from changeable chronic illnesses. Many people have had some kind of surgery for some chronic health issue that could have been avoided. Most are still overweight to severely morbidly obese now. I don't know anyone that isn't on some kind of medication for something. Every single day, I read or hear about someone I know with a health issue or a medical problem, or this complained of pain, or that complained of money spent on medical care, and the list goes on and on. I won't even toss in there too much about the past year of COVID and the fear those with underlying health issues are having to deal with because they are basically sick from some changeable chronic illness. Again, I could go on, but you get the gist, I'm sure. I would say the only downside I've run into in the past 5 years is the sadness and a head-pounding headache of frustration when I listen, read, and look around at the people who have known about this lifestyle for the same 5 years as us and has done nothing about it. Not even tried it. Honestly, it's really the hardest part about the whole journey. The sadness, the disappointment, and the frustration is almost palatable some days. 5 years later, my family is still lost way over 200 pounds. My family is still chronic illness free. My family is still off all of our prescription medications. My family is living more today than we have in the previous lifetime of life we had before making the change to whole food plant-based. Not because we're special, not because we're lucky, but because we are just an everyday, ordinary family that took the chance to change our whole life, one tiny step at a time, simply by embracing a bit of learning of a different way and changing out one food group for another. That is it. You hear me say this all the time, and I'll keep saying it. The food is great. This is not hard. You can learn to cook. You can learn to change. You can make hard stuff easy. You can see a new way, but you have to try. You have to be willing to learn. You have to put the time in. But none of this is hard. Everyone can do this, no matter your age or your current health, your gender or your financial situation. Everyone can do this. Perseverance. You just have to try and then keep trying till it's your new normal every single day. Usually these posts that I post on this day every year are full of rah-rah and cheer, you can do it type commentary. But this year, I've decided to let our journey speak for itself because it really is as simple as no one sticks to something for 5 years if it's hard, tastes bad, or doesn't work. If you'd like to read more about our journey, I have a whole album of posts and milestones and updates I posted over the last 5 years of our journey, how our journey went. You can find that on our Facebook page, Living Whole Food Plant-Based. Be the example, and that's how we live. These truly are the best years of my family's life, and we owe it all to being whole food plant-based. I will say it loud and I will say it often. Living whole food plant-based not only changed our health for the better, but it changed our whole lives for the better. It affects everything, and it's so worth it. We'll never stop living and being whole food plant-based, ever. And P.S., the food is great. If you'd like more information or you have questions, just leave them down below. I'm going to go enjoy my best life. I'm going to go get my memories written down on my pages and some photos taken and this video uploaded. And I will see you all in the next one. Have a wonderful, wonderful day. Bye.